So I heard you you mentioned T.I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I would assume like being in the radio, a lot of y'all have been the cause of a lot of maybe shout outs that Chattanooga get, or maybe some developing relationships, ongoing relationships.
Yeah.
Would you consider T.I. to be one of them people? Because I seen like that's when T.I. was kind of bubbling. That's when you kind of first came in the game.
Yeah,
like,
when
and he showed Chattanooga love all the time.
I remember when that man was driving to the club in a 96 Impala SS. Didn't even have a chain. He had this little wooden chain that had the PSC in the Streets Part 3. It was just like his record. I mean, I paid $5 and bought it straight out of his hand. And he was about to perform, and I had this towel. We traded the towel for the necklace. I used to have that, and everywhere I show up, I show him that, and I was VIP because he was like, oh yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
And then I like know his DJ MLK and all the people like Country and I met all of them over the years, but yeah, he was definitely a real dude when he came. And it was a lot to do with the radio because they were spinning music. Like the way I look at it, Chattanooga was at that time or still the gateway to the A.
Yeah.
If you play
Test
music,
market.
if Chattanooga likes it, then the world's gonna like it. Yeah, so Chattanooga's trendsetters and tastemakers, and it's been that way with hip hop music for the longest. Trick Daddy has said it, T.I. has said it. I mean, David Banner has said it. There's a lot of people that really give props to Chattanooga, and it's the ear that this city has, and the relationships the radio station has with those labels and those artists to get their music out here and see if Chattanooga likes it. And if they like it, then they're gonna start requesting it. The promoters are gonna start bringing the people in. And in that time we had a lot of great promoters that were if we didn't bring them in, they were bringing them in.
Shout out D. Scott.
Yeah, D. Scott. Yeah, that man really was really bringing a lot of people, really doing it. The man's hustle is undeniable. I mean, he's still doing great things. So yeah, he brought in a lot of great artists, and he let me be a part of that too. That was pretty cool. Even though I was with the radio, he still, whenever I went through, he let me come through, even give me the mic sometimes. So yeah, it was great times back then. And we're still doing some of that same stuff today. But the difference is today is Chattanooga's gonna be making the artists. Man, we got so many great artists right now, and you start to see a lot of them get signed. But yeah, Chattanooga's about to blow up. We're in between Memphis is blowing up and Atlanta is blowed up. So we right in between, and the sound kind of mixes in. Chattanooga starting to have its own sound too. I mean, it's always had its own, but I'm starting to recognize it more. So
the chitlin circuit, man, that's why I call this. See, Big Tula, I did an interview with Big Head the Dome Doctor. We used to be with Trill, with Boosie, and then Boosie, Webby, Big Head, Fox.
Man, he used to come through all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm doing an interview with him, and I was explaining to him, I was like, man, just all out the blue, bro, the game changed. Like, when no artists coming up, like, I'm gonna say around Young Thug. After Young Thug, like, Lil Baby ain't never came, he wasn't coming down here, like, that shit was dope.
One of the changes is the deals. So the record deals started changing, and they got them 360 deals, and the type of deals that they got where the money that, most of the money coming off the albums and the records and stuff is going to the label and the producer and stuff like that. So the only money they really could have of their own was show money. So their prices started getting outrageous because bigger cities were paying more for them, and if they could come here for a little bit and go there for a lot, they're always gonna go for a lot. So that's some of what's changed is just the asking price. And then since
it knocked us out. It kind of knocked us out.
Yep. So since 2020, with the pandemic stuff, when they came back into motion and started doing shows again, all across the board, all of them's price went up. So yeah. So
it was heavy, but that's why I came up with the concept of doing the chitlin circuit.
Yeah. Big independent. Lil Mo shooting this film.
Yeah.
Lil Mo Pino.
You watching the chitlin circuit. Y'all know what it is.
Lil Mo Pino.